Africa, good morning, world. My name is aka the Princess of Umoku, Oka, Anambra State. So don't forget about that. And welcome to the Pink Republic TV show. Today, our hot topic is a very sensitive one. That is why I said, in case Nigeria is overlooking every other thing that is in Nigeria, we should not overlook this case. It's a very sensitive one because you will not want your parents to treat you that way. A lot of people today, they have abandoned their parents, and you'll be wondering why the person is your mother, the person is your father, but you don't know what transpired with them when they were growing up, the way the parents were treated. And this is not stepmother, this is not father, this is father mother. Remember, there's a video going around whereby elderly couples were fighting, and the woman was shouting that the man need to give her money, and people were wondering where are their children, because why the woman be complaining about money for food. But you know, it really touched me. I don't know how it touched you, but this matter really touched me, because if I ever find out in my life that my parents forget me somewhere, I don't think even if they are dead I want to forget them, because I am not an invisible being. I am not football. I'm not the baby. You know, in those days when they call it the baby. So now, right? Or even teddy bear that you say, I forgot my handkerchief. A whole human being. What am I talking about? I'm talking about a mother in Lagos here, for her daughter in a commercial bus. How can you forget a whole human being? And what are you even thinking? Everything most of our parents are fighting for is for us. So our first point of call should be our concern. These children, the well-being. Have you given to your child that if they are seeing you coming down, they should follow you immediately? These are the things we should talk about. Because how can the child mother coming down from the bus, the child is refusing to follow the mother immediately? Or did the bus move immediately the mother is coming down? So these are the things we need to try. And I want the Lagos State Police Command, the PPRO, that is Benjamin Hundeyin, to help, because the message on social media, on his social media page, was what we all do. The first message was that they were looking for a child abandoned in the bus, and she has been strayed from guidance. And the only thing she knew was that she in a particular country, I think Togo or so, based in Lagos State, is the law that will cover those set of people. And the next thing again, they've reunited the girl to her parents. Look, I don't think in the Western world this will fly. For you to forget your child means you don't want to care for your child anymore. There must be something that she might say, the hardship is too much. Let me not do as if I forgot this child, so this child will get missing. Or this child is too stubborn. You know, some people that believe in all these traditional practices, they might have said this child will be a problem for you if you find a way to make the child miss. I don't want this story to just fly like be one of the usual stories, because a lot of things that is happening to our life, our thinking, was how we were guided when we were growing up. Some people cannot teach because their parents flew out of them after they stole. So most of the things we knew growing up is what we know as adults. And I don't want us to see it as okay. Think out of your mind. Your mind is not there, and you forget a whole child, 8 years old for them. So this thing brings me to when I was growing up. Most people didn't know that there was an attempted kidnap on me. And as a child in 1985, I ran into a bush when we just visited. And just imagine a small little me, 4 years old, that don't know Igbo. My father was on the way to FRC in Sokoto when he said, okay, my mother has relocated from the north to the east. Let me just this here. But my mother was stuck. Let me just draw this child with my mother, stay 2 days in Sokoto, then come back and pick this child and take her back to Lagos where she knows, right? And guess what? I was playing football with other children when Masquerade from Nowhere came out. And me, I don't know how everybody was running. But the first thing I did, I was running to the safest place, which was the bush. And I was moving until I saw a farmer inside the bush. And the farmer was asking me in Igbo. Now farmer don't understand Igbo. And the farmer now said, "What is your name?" Because my mother always tells us, "What is your name?" I gave this farmer full details. My name, my surname. But because I could not really pronounce my village name, you cannot really picture where this child is coming from. Now just imagine, this guy took me home to meet his wife. As a small child, if I can remember, I did not see any children there. He tried to keep me as a child because I was a very cute, yellow, fine child. They also said, "We've been looking for a child. Let's keep this one," right? For 3 days, I was missing. That was when somebody now said, "The only place they know this son name is in this village." So if you people know my village very well, Mopo, we share a boundary. Yeah, Noka is another town different from Oka. I didn't know all this while I was rushing to the village and I could not come back to where I was. I've already in another town as a small girl. Do you understand? That was how, after 3 days, when the man's wife was saying that it was another village, the next day, they should go and check in Umobu. That is, they are prominent to find out if there's a child missing there. Do you know that police was everywhere? Because my grandmother's brother was a DPO then. So it's like police was, hey. This guy was coming, they harassed like and he said no. And guess what? We were telling them that there was more. That period was not the time it comes out. So what is happening? That means attempt. Because they were not children. They were busy following me. So what I'm trying to drive is that teach your children information. Don't be holding information. Because the thing might just say, might say, maybe by now those who were greedy, my parents or my family would have been lighting a candle every year, remembering a child. And that is all. My history, my life would have gone. So what people don't understand is that a child is important. And now, when my father, my father is a man, but my father's eyes were tears. You will know how puffed out my father's eyes was. You know that he cried. That eye I always sing with. It shows that this guy really cares for me. And most people, the parents, they will say, I love my child in the heart, but I cannot show my child have so much or him so much so that they will not become spoiled. Let me tell you, children, a vision, everything to them. If you are partial with them, with their siblings, if you don't want to treat them right, you might even start thinking that you adopted them or they are from another crowd. A lot of children are facing this in their own parents' house because and care. Now, tomorrow, same that you don't like showing love and care in boarding school, you've already helped the child to detach yourself from you. Now, that same child will not enter in. He has already started living his life. Then tomorrow you now start saying that my child don't care for me. You have helped the child to detach from you. I don't know how busy you are that you cannot even arrange a package whereby you will be with you. I don't know how much you want to earn that your child cannot be with you, even if you are doing selling bread. So what people don't understand is that a lot of children are misbehaving, or adults are misbehaving today, is the truth. they got from their parents. A man that does not take care of a woman did not learn it from his friends or join stingy men association. He learned it from his parents because he must have seen that the father did not take care of his mother. And his mother is busy doing all the odd jobs just to take care of them. You are making your child to be strong. Why will I marry a woman that does not have handwork? Because the woman have to come and work. My own is just a man. You just pay rent. That's all. I hope you understand. So majority of the things we do today is youth us. And guess what? There's another generation. What are they going to do? All this information, all these things that they are seeing. Just imagine some like Messi that has packaged her life in a Christian way. She gave, yes, she had a child before outside wedlock, before she got wedlock. She had a child before she got married, right? That is her personal business. That's why if you read the Bible, your guy, Mary Magdalene, I'm not saying that Messi is Mary Magdalene. That was her decision. But when she decided to say, I focus on God, and she gave birth to a child, let me tell you what I understand. She was not pregnant when she got married. You'll be having that suspicion that it was Nathan Bassi that have that child. Majority of the suspicion matters are always when the woman is pregnant, the woman. But once they like a few months or 1 year after the 2 or 3 weeks that she just got pregnant, that thing. It's usually the man's child. It's only a serious situation if the woman is a serial cheat. But you see a lady that packaged her in a godly manner and even married a pastor. Then force weeks. You see all those things that Jesus is true. The name on the cross. You follow Easter. But you too follow for people to deny. The thing is not you. This is about us. Till today, it's still happening. This set of people, one Mr. Educated people, they lie with confidence and say, child. With confidence. No matter how strong that man is a pastor, you think he might not even have like 1 or 2 just because of what you are saying. Have you ever looked at Messi's face to know that Messi? Have you ever thought of it? All you saw was a broad face. Messi also had a broad face. You know that is her child. And these boys always look like their mother, especially. So the thing is that anything that's happened in the past is still happening now. The 12 disciples still happen. We are not here to know if it's actually 12. But what it will tell you that in a group that you are like the Messiah, be very careful that everybody that loves you, they're always a traitor. There might even be people that will deny you because maybe small things don't happen. The same people that throw part for Jesus Christ were the same people that prefer to pick up for crucifixion than banner. You see me like this. I know they too do mushy friends. So I don't do too much mushy friends. I use my time wisely. If you love me, I love you back. If you dislike me, I pull back. I give people the same energy. If you deny me, I deny you. That is how I operate. Come back to this because why? We have to call our ambitions for today. REGGAE rocker, right?
Exactly.
So he's going to perform single. And after his performance, he will sit back. Then I will come back to this topic I'm trying to analyze. So that people will see our guests for today. Are you ready? So don't forget to put your play. So I will see you live.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Trying to get the tracks ready. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, he's putting himself together.
Here we go. Okay.
Yeah, just put your play.
Yeah. This life no balance. No balance. This life no balance. This life no balance.
Yeah.
This life no balance. This life no balance. Monkey they walk and babu they chop. People are crying. People are crying. Every day things go better. Wish day go better. Oh, them not here sorrow and blood. People are suffering. People are dying. Cost of living is not only for people they cry. Every day things go better. And I wish things go better. Oh, this no balance. Oh, this life no balance. Oh, this life no balance. This life no balance. This life no balance. Oh, no balance. Na man no man na him the key man. A woman no man na him the key man. If water no see your soul, water no go carry you. If river no see your head, oh, river no go carry you. Enemies, you no go see me. Enemies, you no go kill me. If I no come place, you no go see my face. Papa God tear them asunder. Papa God strike them your thunder. Papa God people they suffer. Papa God show us your wonder. Every day things go better. Say things go better. Oh. Every things go better. Now we say things go better. Oh. This life no balance. This life no balance. Oh. This life no balance. This life no balance. No balance. Oh. This life no balance. Oh. Yeah, this life no balance. Walk and babu the people are crying. Things go better now. We say things go better. Oh, the night sorrow and people are dying. Cost of living is too high. Only for people they cry. Every day things go better now. We say things go better. Oh, every day things go better now. We say things go better. Life no balance. Oh. This 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 life no balance. This life no balance. No balance. Every day things go better now. Which day? Oh, every day things go better. Which day things go better? Oh, every day things go better now. Which day things go better? Oh, every day things go better now. Which day things go better? Oh,
Let's clap for him. Let's clap for him.
yeah.
Yeah, you sit down behind
Okay.
for you when I'm done.
All right.
What he said this life no balance. That is, I was quoting the reggae rocker. He said this life no balance. But it's the truth. The life balance is everybody rich, is everybody poor, everybody that's sick, is everybody that's poor. Life is no balance. Your fingers are not equal, your toes are not equal. Even your legs, people think they are of the same size. No, now when you wear cut shoe, you go know say you're one of them. They follow the one.
That's all.
Thank you for that. This
Yeah,
life no
you.
balance. Guys, it will also help this our topic for today. Because some people don't know this life. Once upon a time, I was a very nice and kind person. I dey do things and I don't really look like why will I do it. But my eye now is shining because people now lie with confidence. They'll tell you what that person is a lie. So other people look at you with a good eye or with a good face. Gain favor from people who know them. So you cannot even ask about somebody about this person. They are not sensitive, but just because it has already changed the mind of people. I don't want to even ask this our Nollywood people. Why are people dying? of almost similar diseases. Kidney. The hearing is that some people are stoning winch to people. Some people are stoning poison to people. When they say acting of different characters, are they acting your own or the person acting your own? So please, these are the things we are talking about. We sit down and hate you. There is always, see, it's only about Jesus. It's not about even just what's happening. It's about to your day-to-day life. In those days, I can't even believe somebody can betray somebody. It took me a long time for me to know that it is human nature that the person that claim and love you with their mouth can betray you tomorrow. So I always slice it 50-50, that it might be or it might not be. This is something they do good for me. Why I always reciprocate is I want a good person to feel like I'm doing good and the person is not reciprocating. I put in that condition, it would have been me. Because someone like me, I'm somebody that is so really like somebody, I always focus myself in that place. But when I don't like the person, they use knife cut that person off. Because I can't dine with the devil with a long spoon. Sorry, it's not possible. So it is so bad that a woman you have never met before, I can doubt those 4 people that they have met. The person that one messaging and said they later on he claimed extended apology. He does not know that there's difference between damages and apology. There's some apology that should not be accepted. So I'm very glad Nathan Bassett took it upon himself to petition, not even Mercy Chinwo's husband, it is Nathan Bassett himself. Because his character now be called in question. So I'm very happy that Bassett petition the IGP. They should fish out these 4 people. Because they speak with confidence. I want to see a child that is if you come to my house, my family, especially from my father's side, we have a lot of Asian looking people. That's the truth. You, the person you're gonna look like one kind of Asian. So you don't even know other blood like not. But somebody will just say, don't go away. Somebody don't know you. Because even Hilda Dokubo, he said her mother suffered this thing for a long time. Because everybody thought she was Indian or half. When she's just from River State, having the India-like features, and people are using the mother that the mother has done an away match with one Indian man. So the mother suffered this thing because one person we know like you will say no accuser. It doesn't make sense that 4 different places just accuse. I'm sure someone instigated them, paid them just like that to get up from any other bank. I'm not looking for chicken. I will not sit. I want to make contact. Look at the one she might face 7 years imprisonment. And so this court. I don't know, I was telling somebody that have you heard of beetroot? Beetroot is a very sweet. When I learned how to make eating tomatoes on my own, you know, when we are going for all these cookery science classes, they just have to use beetroot to make. Once you mix it with beetroot, the thing is sugar. It's not sugar. Now I would have said people don't understand what they call public complaints. For your complaints, it's all in every camp food or anything. Complaint, contact. Why lady contact Evisco Food and say, come, I tried your product, oh, I didn't like it. No, everything for everybody is that content. What people don't understand is that content is the new gold. If you can get the content that will make people come to you, a start instantly, not instantly. Pigeon. So content is gold. Whereby if you can do so that everybody will be, if it's 1,000 persons, you are not a celebrity. You understand? So who made you a certified food nutritionist? Most of us in our secondary school, after the one we went to culinary places to learn. Because me, as I'm standing like this, if I'm eating some food, I'll be telling you all the ingredients, you'll be shocked. And you'll be asking me, but I thought you're a lawyer. No, because of say you never knew if I learned one or two things. Even as I'm standing here with you, I also ask me when did I learn fashion? Because we did not learn international. We went to all those women that knows how to sew cloth, cutting cloths, teach us how to sew. But when we are analyzing it, you'll be wondering, how did they know? You that is analyzing another person's product, what is your experience? Because you have a phone, you have light, and some people, maybe 550 people page. So by the time you scream, what will like, yeah. Now we now know the lady Abi, but you are going to jail and same with children. 7, do you know what 7 years jail? You have not paid prison a visit before. You think it's just a place now they watch Nigeria, the same person. You know they say Zima to Nga. You know in prison. Nga when they test food test like Nga, it means that the food is different. So some people always see all these Muslims as what I say reading, like after all they are Christian, why can't they just forgive? Do you know what is a revelation? If Jesus come back again, start working, I have been to sue to why would they want to consider a man that is not that does not have a criminal record? Just God he said he's going to bring down a building. After 3 days, he's going to bring, compared to a man that has disobeyed the law. What's the difference between then and now? In those days, you go sit down, they'll say you are called in the palace. Before they talk, your head already reached Jerusalem. Your body don't there for ground. But nowadays, everybody argue it out. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? Death warrants they had in those days is the governor that had to sign. So since like tender, it does not stop the persecution. I want to beg the IGP that apology that guy is tendering should not be accepted and should not be accepted. They should all be persecuted. Now let me tell you what people don't understand. Even if they know that it's not true, so what they use it. People will use live night of DNA scandal. It's small boy. They have shattered this. You think it because of that? You always say people your opinion does not matter in people's life. It is the happiness of those people that are more important. I'm not sure whether actually married the prostitute. I know actually so we know that very well. When people married and people like, hey, why didn't you just tell me? Say, I told the person that this now came to me. Told me I want to marry this girl. Then I accepted the girl. I pull back. You know why I pull back? I don't want to be so friendly with them anymore. Because if they start hearing the girl will know that it's coming from this girl. Right? So I pull back my friend from them. And I just stare at them at the end. They brought the girl knew that you be waka waka. The girl came with the guy. We brought Baileys. That time Baileys the shark. Me, I know they drink alcohol. As they brought it, Baileys, so come and greet you. I know the girl was doing all those things, say, I beg, we know anything, no talk. But guess what? What is your name again? Guys, I don't know you. You know why I'm doing that? It's not, I cannot tell the guy, this Yawa girl won't marry. Because at that time, I don't know her resolution with God. At the time she was doing the prostitution, what was my contribution to her life? Did that call her as say, this opportunity to stop it? I will give money and start a new. No, I did not. Because a lot of people that accuse not help those people when they help. Instead, they encourage to be frustrated, started selling herself. Seeing that she has started selling herself, did you it's have to harbor you? No. Instead, you join people that want to be spreading. We attended their marriage. We danced when they are supposed to. Abi, I left the man to do his work. And guess what? They are still married till today. This how many years after? Children. Yeah. So now me, hey, hey. So now this guy want to marry. A man goes after his happiness. Likewise, a woman. A woman can say this guy is a repentant thief that has gone to prison and come outside. You that is drinking gari or drinking cornflakes in your house, we want to be shouting about a person's problem that will be in their secrets. Be drinking Panadol for them. We are drinking malaria drug for another person outside. What is it all about? Just you people don't understand something. Just have in your house. We need to remain. Sorry, can you put your leg? Yes. Look at this picture. Is that no? It's in your house, right? When you decide to make us aware of your intelligence, because guess what? I was looking that direction until I started reading and I started looking. He has broad face. Now you are trying to convince me that this message is not the way I listen to her song, so I will stop buying her song. Then I will start looking at her as a religious Christian lady. That is what you are convinced to. So it's criminal. You go because my mind, some people their mind knows you tell them say that person a bad person. Sure. So if your intention is to start persuading other people that is not aware, be aware, you must. And I'm begging Mr. Chinwo, no forgiveness here. It is your right because people commit crime under religious matters. And our pastor, and our reverend father, and our church member. No! You must make people for their crimes. And that is the only lesson that will deter other people. Because I see a lot of sickness under people's posts. Somebody will take a picture of herself and they'll say, you look like monkey. You God's creature. When God was talking to Moses in Exodus, he said he divided this which is the Genesis. And let me tell you, people don't understand the power we have as human beings. It's because we look like God. He said, let us. Who is us is he talking about? He's talking about entity. Let us in our own image and our own likeness. But you see this human being that is so easy. That is why when Jesus Christ, if you take the Old Testament, if God won't punish, they punish directly. But when Jesus came and entered the church, hey! In our father said, Yamata Yumutu. They say, not chop plantain and get this do plantain like this. My pinch and the dog, the chopper. We are damaging your body. There is too much temptation. It doesn't mean that we are perfect, but the point is just trouble. Some people always fast. I've been blogging for almost 14 years. And people call me and appreciate me. Do you know why? You that is trying to look at the story, I go for the fact. I don't know what the person have not posted. Why will I start looking if it should be that sponsor the person's trip to Germany? I only say this person, this actress, built a house for his mother, right? Congratulations to her. Some bloggers, they will not say, without investigation, will not say, person built a house for mother in which they are supposed to acting money that she is in there, so that there must be a sugar daddy. Look at what you have done. What you don't understand is that most of all these people people you are talking about, their rapport with God is greater than your words. And they put curses and swear upon their enemies. So the thing that we see you, their curses is locating. So be careful. A lot of people on social media, their life is where they are is because they've stepped on spirituals. You know, it's spiritual. You think it's everything that a pastor that is not anointed. There's some people that does not own church. They are just church member, but they are anointed by God. But you have used your mouth about them. That is why calamity is in your family. A girl that is coming from parents' house to marry your brother, you have a problem with that girl. Why? Because she just married your brother. Your brother is telling on you. I thought the boy is not a man, a married man with children. And on his children. People are not thinking. People are understanding that when there's a new commander is that you have to be open to change. One is now married. Let me tell you the commander. If you are friends with that woman, you will gain a lot from your brother. A lot of people are mixing up. If you are friends with your brother's wife, but if you are enemies with your brother's wife, one day you will wake up and your brother will not talk to you again. You can only contribute if you are the one giving to that, whereby you can easily stay and call them off, let them live their life. But if you are dependent on your brother, and you think because he married a wife, the woman is a nobody, he's my brother. One day, that your brother that is following you, when the woman treats the woman's husband well one night, you will wake up on and say, Adam, today, don't come to my house. You can't say the woman don't go to the, you know, she handled the man well. She handled him for kitchen, for bed, and everything has changed. So always be ready, my commander. In your family, your father might die. Your mother, the way your father behaves is not the way your mother will behave. But always remember that commands change. The uncle that is so rich, everybody is looking forward to. That guy that came to your house will now be the next billionaire. Instead of you to understand that you are no longer the richest uncle in your family, you will now start going to your coco to go and pull that one down. So you don't use all these things for anything. You don't live. Some people were telling me, I live in a mansion. Look, I live in a mansion. How many rooms? Sometimes like this, I stay up for a long time before I come down. That TV downstairs, I've not. So, okay. Let's on it today. You wish for things that you might. You live in a very, very big house. You might not even gone to the backyard for 1 month. So sometimes when you live in that your flat, you don't know the grace God has given to you. They wasn't put on the generator. They just took the light. That's the NEPA we are facing. This is the inverter.
Nice.
Please, can you help me tell the gate man to on the generator? Just slide. Thank you. His name is Abraham.
Okay.
So what people don't understand is that grace of God is very important in our life. All this false news, false accusation, gist. What do you for? Who are you trying to please? Who are you trying to impress? Ask yourself, who am I trying to impress? You are not impressing anybody. You are killing yourself. So on the lighter note, I have to sit down because I get here and just put on the chair. So let's invite the reggae rocker to come and say, no, you sit down here, sit down and put the pillow on your thighs. They are watching you live. So the reggae rocker, how did you start your entertainment? And which year did you start the reggae rocker? And what are your real names?
My birth name, my real name is Gideon.
Gideon.
Yes, Gideon. Fine. So I started music very early in my life, way back as young as 9 years. But I started it professionally from 14 years. Then that was the time I lost my father in Benin State. Then I dropped out of school for 2 years. I started selling newspaper to buy a box of guitar. Then I knew music was in me. I think in Buenos State I released an album titled Vendor Boy.
Vendor Boy.
Yes. In regard to the work I was doing then.
Yeah.
And the music was a local hit in Buenos State. So
thank you.
Some years later,
help us close it.
Some years later, I came.
Can come in.
Some years later, I came down to continue my music career.
Yeah.
Then I recorded Reggae Rocker in 1997, and it was an instant hit. Yes.
So now that Reggae Rocker, now, are you gaining from the proceed now because of the way everything is being structured?
Yeah, things have changed. Yeah. Then it was on cassette.
On cassette.
Then a lot of piracy. Then a marketer can produce 1 million copies of cassette, and if you tell you I only sell 10,000 pieces. Yeah, that's the story. Then there was no much money in cassette.
And they might even say 1 naira or 2 naira.
Yes. So a lot of cheating. But now it's a different story. You download your music and stream it. People cannot cheat you. Yeah. When your music is good, it can be streamed from many parts of the world. So it's quite different game from now than those days. Then there was no communication to even reach you. So
professionally, when will you say you started the year?
Let me say 1989. I was into music professionally.
Professionally.
Yes.
So now tell me now, you are promoting a single.
Yes.
See, they are back. They never.
Back, yeah.
So you are promoting a single.
Yes.
So what's the title of the single?
It's two single, but I'm focusing on this Life No Balance because of the particular situation of the country right now, because it's a practical statements that coincide with the happenings of today. The reality talk, the real situation of today. Life No Balance depicts our lifestyle in Nigeria today, even in Africa at large. So I'm focusing much attention on Life No Balance. The other track is Pangolo. So I have two singles I'm promoting now.
Pangolo. So what? When you hear Pangolo in Nigeria, it means can, like a can.
Yeah, you're very right. You're very right.
Like a can. That's what we call it in Nigeria.
Yes.
They say Pangolo.
Yes.
So, but what inspired the Pangolo?
I must confess to you, the first artist to use that title is Majafasha song titled Pangolo. Okay. Which he called his own kind of music Pangolo, and he said it that Pangolo means you just define. All those little things. In Africa, we play with all those things. Yes, to me, Pangolo depicts the really natural music. You can see little children playing gong or empty drum and to make melody. Yes. So even in the dance, in everything, Pangolo is that natural music. Any child can along with. Yes. So that's what I mean by Pangolo. It's the natural African music. Yeah, I keep seeing you referring to your father's death. You must be very close to your father. Yeah, what that is, I came from a polygamous family. Yes. So my father had another wife. So my mother from Edo. It happens in most places. There times to be this injustice against a stranger, if I might say so. So when my father died, she was, let me say, emotionally abused. In that she had a larger number of children and they never gave her any inheritance, which other women, they did give them their own rights. So we separated from that family, not by cutting them, but we divided the surname into two. So that's what I feel your pain, because my grandmother was a stranger to my father's people. So she faced a lot of hard time. You understand? Exactly. She faced, the hardest time for acceptance. I don't know why it's like that. My grandmother saw her being accepted. I don't tell you one thing or the other just because you are not part of them. And I thank God for Africa is changing. Africa is changing. Back in those days, people don't marry outsider. Definitely. My grandmother was an outsider. Definitely. And she was not part of the clan. And it's like something else. Definitely. When they keep telling the story, I always feel her pain. You understand? That's very true. She was harsh. I knew as a harsh grandmother, but I didn't know why she was so harsh. She did not trust anybody, that is the truth.
and she believes nobody is a good person. As if somebody don't discuss, you don't hear Jenwayo on your boys, but them.
Yeah, yes.
It's like one. So I now found she faced a lot of people she trusts in my father's family that we accept her as being an outsider. I'm not part of these people. I'm not part of their clan. I'm not part of their country. I'm just here. And she trusted. The next thing she started seeing is even instigating everything against her. So she not trust.
Really, that's it. It goes into her subconscious.
Yeah. It's like towards her, if you are coming friendly and you are from my father's side, like she's seeing you like a dagger. So she does not take you as anybody.
Really?
But I started understanding
Really?
So I can feel your
like strangers
in those days. And even till now, it's not that they like strangers, they only remember you now if they don't like you, if they have it.
That's true.
Like I said, anybody being a breadwinner, that person should be given a certificate of either a fight, courage, or wickedness.
You're right.
I'm telling you, a lot of things go to the setting.
The person will become a target.
A target. She don't worry, because the life will be cancer.
That's the person will become a target.
So the person becomes the whole family. So you can't answer the call. The person becomes a target for the whole family,
sure.
Especially the wife, the children. They won't be monitoring. Why we decide in private school when we are suffering? Like, are you serious?
A lot of things.
So let's come back to our hot topic. The hot topic, we're talking about a mom abandoning her child in the bus. People are saying it like, oh, maybe the woman is thinking too much, but it's a commercial bus. Do you know what it is?
That's dangerous.
So what do you think about it?
I think she really crossed the limit. I know nobody's above mistake, but there are some mistakes that you can't repeat twice. Once is the final. Let me say the woman is not a normal person to start with. Whatever we want to forget your baby is similar to killing a baby. Yes, if not for the grace of God, that baby is gone forever.
With all these kidnappers around?
Yes, it's gone forever. And let me say, I think it's very, very wrong to give that woman a second chance, because in the Western world, when a mother or a father is a careless parent, they will even take away that child.
Yeah, it's the government's child. The government want to take care of the child.
It won't even go to the limit of
reconciling. We reconcile the child with the parents. No. This is all shade of wrong.
It's wrong. Yeah, they are teaching the upcoming generation a very wrong.
You can forget your child. It's not a pause. You can even forget your bus stop. I know one auntie, one of my mommy's friend, we call her auntie. Then when we were living in Apapa, she wanted to drop it at our house, but she had a lot of troubles in her head, and she saw herself. So you will enter this bus they call from my two, Apapa CMS.
Yeah.
You understand? So the trouble she was going through. By the time she told the bus and the driver that I'm going to drop at Apapa, they said they've passed Apapa, that Liverpool side. Said they've passed it to that they are now in CMS. It's different from coming down and actually forget. You can forget your purse, not a whole human being.
That's something else. She crossed her limits. That's really bad. That's good.
We should learn to step up our parenting game in Nigeria.
Just reminds me of something somebody discussed last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It happened right here in Lagos. A lady was in the hospital. This lady had only 2 twins.
Yes.
I think she saw another lady with a baby.
Okay.
The lady baby is like would I say dumb or a little bit deformed.
Okay.
The one with the dumb baby quickly replaced the child. The story was everywhere, and she said they have not seen the child. So you can imagine, how can a mother be so careless? Okay, let me say she gave look at comment. I don't know whether it's a single child or Then he gave the woman with the dumb baby to look after. Before she come back, the woman left her own dumb kid, disabled kid, and take away the other woman kid, and she left.
Now you have opened another worm of information now. Leaving your child for who? I always ask people that, hey, the person is my neighbor, the person is my friend. Have you ever investigated your friends? I am trying to investigate everybody. I know who is a predator, but I don't know. So people have friends, but I cut off somebody. I've known somebody for 5 years. She's a very nice person. She has not, I want to make it clear in case she's watching it, because she's asking people what she has done to me. She's a very nice person, no doubt. She's a very good person to me. I don't know for no doubt. But there's something I found out about her. She doesn't want anybody to know anything about her. I've been friends with this person for like 7 years. I don't know even the picture of her father. I don't know the picture of her mother. All I know is that she's from Taraba State and she has a daughter. So instead of looking at, all these are ghost story, whereby they'll say a ghost is found in another area living. I started seeing her in that manner.
Definitely.
And I started seeing that if I leave something precious to this lady and this lady escapes and the police asks me, who is she? I'll say she's my friend. And if they ask me some sensitive question like, you are homeland, do you know her parents? I might not answer that question.
Wow.
So it's always very important for me, especially when I call somebody at least my friend, for me to know some people around you that come to your village. Now just imagine me, if I have a child, I'll now give it to this girl in an event. Look after my child, I want to go and dance money, right? And when I come back, I don't see her again.
Yeah,
is it that time I'll start thinking about, you know that I don't know anything about this lady? Oh. So you have to be smart about it. People don't think about their security. They always think about where do you know the person from? So I always take out my time to investigate everybody around me. So at least people are hearing it now.
Yeah.
I investigate everybody around me and tell, so this is this person's sister. If you even go to her social media picture about her family.
That's strange, really.
A lot of people might know her. She's even a TV presenter. But people don't know that to me, if you don't watch out for people, you will think you know them until yawa gas, not until trouble. In Nigeria, we call her yawa. Do you know the kind of yawa? The one we call deep. That you now realize that, do you know, I don't know anything about this person.
Very unfortunate.
People don't pay attention. My friend, we all went to school together. You've never been to her house before. Put it on check. She's my friend. A lot of people do this a lot. Sorry, let me just deviate a little.
Yeah. So
a lot of people will be on the plane speaking to people they know life history. But you don't know that the person is giving you first name and leave their bag. I am coming. You out of say, I know this person. Right. You carry the bag, no, it's cocaine.
Yeah, that's
true. They know that you are going to do how stupid people are. So that is why you have to also leave people's goods, inform the plane, the flights, the air hostess. A lady was sitting down, man, we registered, but people always quick to say, he's my brother, he's my relative. But she left this pocket and save you.
Sure.
Because no why the airline will pick it up, keep it, if you really want with the person come with it. But people are so that way. But this guy living is no more. Okay, let me carry the process. We are all coming down. Yeah. I will find her. Then you are now the carry. It's a bait.
It's very sensitive.
So people don't pay attention to security. They always quick to say, me and this person are from the same town. Always meant to detach yourself and say, act ask the question, what is the matter first? When the person is telling me, do you to me, there's a problem. That's why I'm asking me. So I will not ask you, what's the problem? I will ask what's the problem. That's when I will not tell you that I met this person the last time. He told me he's from my home and we talked. So you cannot deny the fact. You are not Peter. I hope you understand. So then they will now realize this man is actually from another state that knows how to speak your language, that is trying to come into your life, knowing that you put you into trouble. So what I'm saying is that monitor your friends. They must have raped this child. Doesn't mean you should hold it. So we know who you are giving sensitive things to. A lot of people died leaving their will to their friends.
Of course.
My friend can connive with some lawyers and they'll say, my friend, your father will do everything to me. But that is supposed to be your friend that will look over your family. Be very smart in life. So let me ask you, your music, where do you see your music from now to 5 years?
Yeah, I see my music like now. The kind of music I play Afro reggae.
Yes.
I'm trying to fuse reggae and Afro together. You know, Afrobeat is the current thing, but I'm fusing Afrobeat and reggae together because the Afrobeat people are playing. Most of them don't have content.
Oh yeah.
You agree with me that the new modern music got no message than beat compared to our Asian music. So my music is progressing to religious way. That's I want
so
to
you sing inspirational songs?
Yes. Well, if a man tell you about the realities of life, it's part of gospel.
No, you see, people always think gospel. When they say gospel, it's related to spirituality.
Okay.
So, and that's why I always ask the question. It is gospel artists. You are singing for conversion, so that people be converted to a particular religion. Okay. But when you are singing inspirational song, it might be things that people will learn from.
I get you now. Was King David an inspiration?
Yes.
Okay, now if so, you're right. I play inspiration for now.
You understand? Because at that time there was nothing like Christianity.
Okay, I think you got that right. Do
you understand?
Yes.
So this is inspiration because it is God that gives inspiration. And God can even say, you have to sing about me.
Yes. So when you are singing to convert people to Christ, that's when it becomes gospel. That's good. Nice one. I like that.
You understand?
Yes.
Because it's for if you listen to Adaeyi, if you listen to Mercy Chinwo, yes, you will know that God has done it for me.
Yes.
Yes. Come and see the Lord has for me. This guy Eben. Oh my, what the Lord has done for me. He has taken away my sorrows and I am free. That's what I'm saying. At that time,
there was no gospel.
There was no gospel.
King David.
They compiled everything.
And most musicians today, sorry to cut you off, musicians today they are quoting King David.
They are quoting King David because King David is of the gospel.
Yeah.
I hope you understand.
I relate to it.
But at that time, there was a God which they listened from a prophet. But at this time, Jesus said, when you come through me, I hope you understand.
Yes.
At that time, there was nobody claiming that you should come through him. It was Jesus that stated, come through me. And that was when it was compiled.
Definitely.
So, that is why they named it Old and the New Testament. So they are to say that this happened before this started happening. So for me, they are all inspirational because they were moved. But sometimes they don't even know why they are saying that thing.
There was a spirit of God that took over them to prophesy.
And at that time, if you notice, the angels walked freely. somebody where you and they cook, but don't say I am the messenger of Jesus of God. You will all look at it, I'm just giving food.
That's true. That's true.
But nowadays, man, it's hard to see an angel. Where are they? We need them.
Go talk to the pastor and prophets.
We don't even want those words because we don't know what they talk through. On the edge,
you still have some.
sorry to be the last 5 minutes to round up.
Okay.
There's a video going around in which we created what Prophet Elisha saw as angels. Description. The description might be scary because they said what do you think angels look like, and what Elijah and what Ezekiel described as angels. They looked like planets. When you look at that video very well, the description of Ezekiel brought into light, they look like planets. And this brought me to the fact that this earth is protected by other planets around. And they keep, if you see the description, I'll show you after this.
All right.
Yes. It is a ring, like every other planet, but the eyes on it, he saw. It might be because it's 4 eyes. But if you ask me, the picture is of planets. That means every planet, sorry, your leg, your toes, every planet you see that when you travel for the extra being are actually angels watching your movement. Because some people, they did not see anybody and they are wondering, things are growing. I'm sure we are all living in parallel lives. So when you get there, because it's not your world, you can't actually see them. And some people have been entering this earth. We'll be seeing things in the sky. Maybe they don't see us, just like the way we go to their own.
That's very deep. That's very deep.
The way I think is maybe the way we go to their own planets, they see us. We can see. People keep they see flying saucer here and there. How come the contacts will not really, because they also come.
There's a fact. It's a simple fact.
So we should not forget that they said April 8th. I know the last week I talked about this end of the world. April 8th, they said there will be 4 days of darkness, eclipse of the sun on earth, and after it will be a golden age. That's meteorological people. But let me ask, I beg, is it this Nigerian sun? Because if not Igbo sun, yes, these are free for anybody. It won't shine when it's supposed to shine. So in the night, in the night. But this our Nigerian sun, anybody. Then 20th of April, a pastor said he saw it, say you should mark it, that the world is going to end.
You mean this is the prayer?
I don't tell you, this is April. Celebrate your birthday.
It's better to empty the account.
No, that will cause a great panic.
Okay.
So now, yes, all of us will meet in Hosanna. I'm saying it now. Repent. So now let's round up. What for your last thing you want to say?
Yeah, my message is to trust God and hold up dreams. Don't give up. Nothing good comes easy. In the race of life, there is up and down. Like the book of Psalms, we say, though a righteous person sometimes we still stand up. One thing about vision is not that you not have problem or obstacle, but the God we worship is the God that will turn obstacle to miracle if you persevere. So I'm encouraging what you're doing, whatever you're trying to do, you find it difficult. Keep on doing what you believe you can do, and put God and hard work together to get there. There is nothing difficult to achieve in this world, and there is nothing impossible. Yes.
I noticed that you came with a friend, right?
Yes.
What's his name?
Yeah, his name is A1.
Is he a musician too?
He's a high life gospel and professional doctor that cures.
Please come and join us 1 minute before so that they will see that. So,
yes.
No. Okay, you want to sit down? Yes. His own pillow.
Yeah.
At least let them see. So what's your name?
My name is Dr. D.
Dr. D.
Yeah.
So when you write for your own special on our show, you understand? But I wanted them to know that somebody is here. Let know that if no come. He came. So you're welcome. So it's time for your own special appearance so that they will know what you do, what kind of music, and they'll get to know you better. So before we round off, your promotion, was it easy promoting your new single?
I'm just starting the promo.
Yeah.
I'm lucky to be this is part of the promo. So by the grace of God, in 2 weeks or 3 weeks time, I'll complete the video. Life No Balance is 70% movie. I just want to make it like a short movie.
Yeah.
So I'm working on this video. So I just started right now. Now it's in audio mark. In a week time, with another online platform.
Thank God for this platform. My platform is free of charge. You come for your live show interview, and all these people doing collecting money from my artists and frustrating them. I feel sorry for you because never can tell when your children will need support from other people.
Yes.
So thank you. Let's put you back. I don't want them to see you.
Yes.
So we are so let's stand up and say our goodbyes.
Okay. Yeah.
So before you go, we have a gift for you.
Okay.
For coming to our show.
Okay.
We have this small gift for you. You can come here, wine mouth, sing all your Life No Balance, and you will not have something.
I'm very grateful. Thank you very much. Thank you to Pink. They've been helping a lot. Artists came here and give me this information. So God bless and progress this. Thank you very much.
Every glory, we give it to God, not me. It's not Pink Television, but it's an inspiration by God. I just got the vision and I got the message that musicians are suffering out there. Even if I not take them to the big stardom, but let them to see them. It was a command from that I have to open this TV and allow people to showcase their talent. Obeying my command, and God has been, this is our 5th year, and I've been seeing a lot of artists that have been here. They've been signed. I will not know until they contact me and told me thank you. There's a dancer here. I'm shocked that he's now the only male dancer in the Fela Shrine, and he has been touring around the world with Fela's son. And it's from our studio. They always come first.
That's great.
A lot of people have been signing to international brands from our studio. So sometimes like this, when God gives you a command, it might not be me that might get the grace. All grace should not be disgraced. That is why we are here. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for others that will also watch after this show is posted, because I know a lot of people might be in the office. So people say they watch from the office, but if you watch completely, thanks. Thank you, the Reggae Rocker, for coming to our studio. And thank you for his friends too for also joining us.
Thank you.
So have a wonderful week. Yes, until we come in their way next week.
Bye.
So bye.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Wonderful.